Hosta mefta cinco basta. Hosta mefta juvrek. Rishi labir groove snores lagelkor. Rishi labir usa snor vrek. Hosta mefta cinco basta. Hosta mefta juvrek. Rishi labir groove snores lagelkor. Rishi labir usas nos vrek. Hosta mefta cinco basta. Hosta mefta juvrek. Rishi labir groove snores lagelkor. Rishi labir usas nos vrek.
Yazor, why Yazor, go, if not.
Zumba nisi, rista music, rojti play, zika kumba jumba noro, kumba jumba hero, kumba jumba opposite way.
Yeah. Hero. So, go, if, mar, ha!
Osta mefta cinco basta. Osta mefta juvrek. Rishi labir groove snores la jelkor. Rishi labir usa snor vrek. Osta mefta cinco basta. Osta mefta juvrek. Rishi labir groove snores la jelkor. Rishi labir usa snor vrek.
A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, Mystic Starport is open for business. Blue milk, he said. But also, Mystic Starport is always open for business on account of it's a starport. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Mystic Starport. My name is Philip, and I am the living force of this game. Though for a few minutes at the end of the last game, I was also the cosmic force. I should have changed my name. Oh my god, Kevin, did we tell you what happened?
I don't know.
All right, Kevin.
Kevin doesn't know.
Kevin,
Kevin
last
doesn't
week,
know.
or last not week, on Thursday, the game basically, I swapped the format slightly in that a client showed up, a person in a robe with a hood and a mask with a slit and kind of this red thing like this on the mask, and the characters would ask this character questions, and this traveler, I would say chat. Option 1 is, hey, thanks for, are you guys my ride? Option 2 is, what, you didn't bring a speeder? So basically every line of dialogue this person had was selected as if, like, it was written and you could, like, choose up and down. And so I'd let chat choose, sometimes the players choose. They eventually identified themselves as Avner. and just adventures were chosen. A romance with Nolshay was chosen because of course it was. And then at the end, this person was like, well, that was a fun day, and then left and walked into the crowd and disappeared in a burst of blue light, and then reported back to Quag and Luke and Mace about the experience. And Quag was like, yes, this thing I've created in Mystic is interesting, huh? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So anyway.
So Quag has, like, we are in a constructed universe from Quag.
No one said that.
Sure. To what end, we have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
But we know that, like, that our existence is machination.
Yeah, no one said that.
Interesting.
Well, okay, I think Quag said some stuff, but we didn't know. Quag's not always accurate. Anyway, it was wild. After that, I did go buy some Legos for Star Wars Day on May the 5th. May the Cinco be Mayo.
Cinco de Sitho.
Yeah, or the Revenge of the 6th, right? So this was a free gift. It's a mini X-wing. It's fun. This is also a free gift. I don't quite know why it came with Legos, but it's like Death Star plans and like a Death Star coin.
That's
Oh,
cool.
it's no moon.
It's no moon.
That's cool.
Then, real quick, I'll show you the larger pieces. I got this very rad X-wing fighter.
That is very cool.
This thing's huge when you build it, so I'm very excited to build that. I got.
And when did you get the X-wing fighter?
When? On
Yeah.
Friday.
And why is it's Sunday, Philip? Why is it not built?
Yeah.
I've only had time to build this one yet. This is the Executor, the command ship of Lord Vader, and you see there's two miniature. I love how there's miniature Star Destroyers. Like, that's how big this thing is. And yet
awesome.
this thing then crashes into the Death Star 2. Speaking of which, it's an even more
Philip.
miniature Death Star 2.
Oh, very nice.
These are all 18 and up sets because they contain nudity and drinking.
Wait, what?
They're
Has
all-
Star Wars changed since
No.
I remembered?
Yeah.
There's 18 and up, see?
Huh.
No,
There's
it's because they're
drinking
going
immunity in
after
Star Wars.
AFOLs, adult fans of Lego.
Oh.
And they need to show you that this is for grown-ups, not for little kids.
Philip, I'm just going to propose something to you.
Hmm.
I think it doesn't have to be immediately, but I think you should do an episode of Academia where they're in detention and the players just have to watch you build Legos on a Lego stream. That's all that happens.
Well,
The
Lauren-
characters are in just
Well, Lauren's not in that game, so no one would
Correct.
be tormented enough because she would hate it the most.
I
I should do it.
can sim-
I need to do it in. I'll do it. In
I
the-
assume
in the
they will
horror
like.
game.
I assume they will like create their own like breakfast club paradigm.
Yeah,
But you will not guide them. You will just build like
that's fine. I will do this on Friday
Okay.
because I have to torment her. Speaking
No
of Lauren,
attention for us.
though this is a drop-in game, so there's never any guarantees. Yeah, Lauren is not here tonight. This is the Zag and Buzz show tonight.
It's the duo for the ages.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
I'm very excited about how it's going to go down tonight here. So yes, that is kind of a somewhat recap of what we saw last time, because there was a
Massive revelation.
massive
what I would
revelation, and
refer to.
also, but I would also say the format.
I might call it a disturbance in the force.
The format of it was fun because it was
yeah.
literally they were just playing KOTOR and just choosing selections from dialogue options. And one time they got to choose when they were attacked by some acid spitters atop one of the spires of Batu. Avner
We went to Batu too.
went to Batu.
Oh yeah, we
Went
there.
to Oga's, went to Doc Ondar's. And when the acid spitters, Avner got to choose
We climbed
A,
the Black Spires.
use your lightsaber, B, use your blaster, C, force push. And chat resoundingly was like force push. They wanted a lot of force
But-
push, and they
but
wanted a
no
lot
one
of
saw
flirting
it.
with Null Shade. Yeah, he
No
did
one
it-
saw
yeah,
it because
Avner
only
did.
Nullshade climbed up at that point. But she had been spit in the face with acid. So she was like gripping her face when he force pushed away, and then I was the next one up, having not seen that.
It was real. Lauren got to be a romantic heroine the way that she wants to. So everybody won, I guess.
I mean, I got some more credit towards my Mandalorian armor, so I'm fine.
Oh, that's true. You got 1,000 credit towards that.
We were about to go to Batu, so I went, let's call up Kebra.
Keepers. That's a good
Kebra
person.
and
Yeah.
see if
Caper
she needs
the,
anything picked up. So I don't know what it was, but we got a Camtono from Doc and brought it back.
Yeah, I assume you never opened it, right?
No.
That's good. Yeah. So yeah,
man,
so
I
that's our
Zazz would have gladly. Zazz is not there.
So that's what happened last time. So we had a little thing for but this week as we iris out, or as we tilt down from stars after the opening credits. Yeah, we'll do it a little different this time. As we tilt down from stars tonight. An X-Wing fighter heads down to the planet of Westrena, locking S-foils into a non-attack position as it enters the atmosphere, flying from the side. An X-Wing fighter. What? That's a rebel ship. Exciting. Cut to Haldir's Cantina, where the power converters are I'm a flare S swoop swoop and it's a pretty crowded day. It's entirely plausible that some of your Vigoth might be here somewhere. Maybe Nolshe's here, although you guys haven't seen her. Nolshe... Bug, in the past few days, it seems like Nolshe's been spending a lot of time, like, in her room, like, writing. I'm not sure what she is. And just looking at her new necklace. Oh, yeah. Avner bought Nolshe a necklace that was, like, thousands of credits, because it was from some planet that used to mean a lot to him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, I don't know, Bug, I don't know if you're telling Zazz about that adventure, or if you guys are just
100%.
chilling, but...
Yeah, and then he was just gone. He got some Ronto wraps and left.
And how much is the necklace worth?
By my I haven't gotten hands on with it, but just cursory appraisal, like several thousand credits.
Interesting.
Probably doubled like her take on the job.
And is she here today?
She's been in her room a lot lately, just writing. I've stopped by a few times to just sort of drop off food so that she doesn't starve herself.
Oh man.
But yeah, but how are you, Zazz? How was your were you on job? Were you on vacation? Do you have family? Were you visiting family?
I got Torg here.
Utini.
Yes. I understand. When you're in the saloon, it's your family. I get it.
He's big into family.
Torg is like trying to gesture to like a necklace that he doesn't have. He's like, Oot.
I think I know where to find you one.
He's trying to find like a bottle that looks like it would be the most appropriate to put like a lime into the top.
When did you give Torg a white undershirt?
Over his new muscled plates.
He found that when we were scavenging. I don't. Surprised it fit him at all.
I mean, it's like tastefully stretched out with his like new, like accoutrement.
Yeah, I told him it wasn't really his style. He didn't really seem to care.
He seems to think it's his style. That's definitely true. Is he pulling it off? No, not at all. But let him have his fun, I guess.
Yeah, I mean he's a stubborn guy.
Suddenly in the distance, you all hear the sounds of blasters. Some explosions. Everyone sort of stops. Even the power converters like stop playing for a moment till Haldir's like, "Oh no! Just keep playing, never mind." And they're like, okay, so the music continues, but you hear there was the sound of like fighting blasters like some explosions outside, and many of the people in this relatively packed bar are now heading outside to go see what was going on.
Sweet.
Meh.
You wanna see, or we good here?
I mean, do you want to see? We could, but like, I don't know. That just seems like trouble that we're not part of right now.
You guys also then.
All right.
This do either of you have a listen that is? Do either of you happen to have 77? Have either of you maxed out listen? I'm gonna imagine.
I have a 70 listen.
You have a 70 listen. I'll say that will be enough. Bug. You then hear the loud, high-pitched whine, kind of like up above. That you, I think, make a culture roll, but it's an easy. So if your standard culture's over 50, you don't even have to roll.
Oh yeah, my culture's 77.
Oh yeah,
But I'll roll just for the chance.
That's fine. You know the sound.
So I can click the box.
Oh, fair enough. You know the sound of a TIE fighter when you hear one.
Mm-hmm.
There is a TIE fighter screaming overhead. So it sounds like whatever business there is, whatever's going on out there is imperial. And in fact, you guys hear a few people sort of coming back in and chatting a bit. And you hear whispers of, especially you, Bug, with your 70 hearing, your 70 listen, you're hearing whispers of like stormtroopers or like captured and blasters and thermal detonators and various terms and kind of stuff like that. So it appears that there is some imperial activity going on.
It sounds like whatever is going on there has to do with the Imperials. I don't know if you caught it, Zazz, but I think I heard it. A TIE fighter fly overhead. And people are talking about thermal detonators.
I thought there weren't any Imperials here.
I mean, there's a handful. Like that's like the one that might be the one TIE fighter here, and there's only like a handful of stormtroopers here in the port. That could have just basically been the entire Imperial force of Mystic out there. But again, sounds like trouble we're not part of yet. I guess we could go and become part of it. A little bored, but also not that dumb.
Is Dash here?
It's a funny question.
Yeah,
Tell you what,
I thought.
make a look.
That's my
No,
fucking
not a look.
thought.
Make a luck.
Sorry, that's what I carking thought.
A luck roll?
Yeah, give me a luck roll.
It is a 15.
15,
It's a hard
success. As it happens, Dash walks in. No iris required. Dash kind of walks in shortly after that. He looks a little. He looks like he's like kind of like sweat. His pauldrons on a bit. He doesn't look like he's necessarily been in a fight, but he looks like he was like just very active moments ago. He scans the bar and walks over to you and goes, "Hey guys, where is everybody?"
Noel Shea still got a case of the Avners.
Okay.
And I don't know where anyone else is.
We got Zax? No.
No.
Okay.
I mean, Zazz is here. We were just.
Zax, that is the. Maybe he's back on leave. All right. What about
I sure hope so. Or I don't think
Shay? What about Shay Bimbos? We seen her around that?
No.
Damn. All right.
I'm gonna say that the more you list the other people that are not here, the more insulting this is becoming, Dash.
It's Bug. It's I'm looking for some assistance with something, and Zazz, I think this might be up your alley. Bug, you're not much one for blasters and explosions and fighting, are you?
I mean, I do all right if it's up close.
Well,
I'm also I mean, we've never asked me to do it, but I'm pretty good at driving land speeders if we just need someone to
no, we don't.
get away.
Well, it could happen, McWorld.
But yeah,
but
I'm up close and personal. I'm
What-
all right.
What are we blowing up?
Well, here's the trouble, guys. I don't, This isn't one where you'd have any, He's like really looking, like, furtively around.
Who are you looking for?
Just anybody listening too close. This isn't...
Can I make a look around to see if anyone's listening?
Sure, make a look roll. Yeah, that's fine. You're looking out for Garadons?
Let's help if I look a second.
Dash just grabs a
sorry.
blue milk off
I'm
the
uncomfortable with how much luck I have.
table.
I'm gonna spend. Oh well, that's not gonna help me. No, fine.
Okay. Yeah, save it for...
I have 75 luck right
That's
now,
great.
and I'm uncomfortable with it, Kevin.
Just burning a hole.
I want to get Pierce over 100. That would be fun.
And I will still fail luck rolls.
77, so we can do it.
Still gonna fail luck rolls.
Dash like grabs a blue milk, just drinks it, kind of is shaking his head, and he'll sort of say, "This isn't one. This isn't a job with pay. This is a bit more of a doing things for a cause. Sometimes I have a certain soft spot. The point is, if you two want to help with it, let me know. Otherwise, I can find some other." He kind of like glances over at Kyle, and he's like, "I can find other people. Don't worry about it."
What kind of cause are we talking, Dash? Anti-imperial? We don't have to go specific.
Yeah, that kind.
Well, there is one currency you could offer us. I'll take a favor.
Oh God. Yeah, I guess. I mean, Zazz. What about you?
Causes have money, right?
I don't think this one does anytime soon.
There's always gonna be stuff to steal, Zazz, if you want to make it up that way.
Utini.
Yeah, come on.
Utini.
He's in.
Torgus trying to like Torgus trying to rub his head to be like more smooth.
I just see him like getting just like grease from one of his joints and like rubbing it like that baby oil sheet.
Utini.
Can I just, while we're making this, can I just pause on the fact that like I was at Universal today and there's Fast X stuff everywhere.
Okay.
And the fact that they have triptychs and only have 9 actors for Fast 10 seems like a huge miss to me. That's just like, here's 9 people, Fast 10. I'm like, why aren't there 10? Why aren't there 10 people in every one of these group shots? Sorry. Needless diversion. Utini, I apologize.
Utini.
So basically, Zazz.
And
Zazz,
you got credits, right, Dash?
It's fine. Don't worry about it, guys. It's not that kind of. This deal keeps getting worse all the time. He just kind of shakes his head.
Look,
It's fine. I'll find some other guys.
No, Dash, I'm happy to help you. Just, you'll owe me one.
Well, it's not me you're
That's
helping.
Wait, so you're not gonna be part of this?
Oh, I'll
We're
be
just
part
gonna-
of it, but I can't talk about it here. I'll tell you what, if you two want to join, understanding that I don't have credits for you, but perhaps things can be made up to you other ways. Head to Nermi's Den on the other side of town, which I think both of you have probably passed by Nermi's Den. Nermi's Den, the full side, some of which has been like pressure washed off because people deemed it a bad thing for this. It was called Nermi's Den of Tooth Decay. It's a candy shop. And Yeah, but so now it's just called Nermi's Den. So it's a candy shop on kind of the other side of Mystic.
Yeah.
Well, Zazz, I mean, it's like I said before, this sounds like trouble we're not part of. But, like I said, I also am bored. I hate being in Haldiers.
Boom, 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 boom. Swoop, swoop, swoopity boop.
It's one song. They have one song. It's just a song that's
Hey
4
there,
hours
hot
long.
rod, yo, coming up around the track. Boom, 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 boom. Bikes, hot rods, yeah. Boom, 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 boom.
I think it's kind of catchy.
And Halder's just on the bar, just like dancing like crazy. The bartender's up there with him. The whole crowd is just.
I wish I could enjoy this, 2 days a week. That would be really nice.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, let's
I mean,
let's do it.
I mean, like I said, well, chances are, right? There's always gonna be something worth stealing. Maybe something.
Worst case, we'll go to Null. Worst case, we'll stop by Nullshays.
I do have to make the evening grocery delivery. So, if you want to come, that seems fine.
I would love to help.
Dash is kind of heading out. Are you guys going to go to Nermi's Den?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Nermi's Den, as I said, is a candy shop. The sign of it says Nermi's Den of tooth decay, but that part has been sort of like incompletely washed away. I have an interesting thing I'd like to roll here. You will receive you're both free to make this. You will receive 1 penalty on it, but I would actually like you to both roll a psychology roll unless you just don't care.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Nope, gonna do it.
A penalty.
One penalty.
1 penalty.
Doesn't matter. I rolled the same on both.
There you go.
Oh, that penalty wasn't fun.
Sorry.
But 50.
50. Is that a success for you?
It is a success.
Okay, cool. Normal success. Bug.
I'll spend 7 luck to make it
No!
a success.
7 luck. So you both have a sense. I'll even say that this is like something about it is so weird. I'll kind of give you the rough picture. You suspect that whoever got rid of those words was doing it, like, didn't really care about getting rid of them completely. Like, it was done, but wasn't fully done. So you guys can head inside. Within Nermi's Den, you see. Go ahead, Zazz.
I wonder if they brought us here to finish that shoddy work.
I have a feeling that this isn't really like a cause. You know, I feel like he could have just told us that. Unless like people in Mystic Starport are really touchy about their tooth decay, and I'm not aware of that.
You also, as you enter, you see some like flashing like neon lights on the thing in the Arabesh. One advertising the sector famous neutron taffy, and another advertising sizzling gummy spheres, and another saying fresh blue milk shakes served at the counter.
Oh, so it's like a proper soda jerk place.
As far as you can tell from this, I guess you probably have never been here before.
No.
But, yeah.
Could go for a blue milkshake. Would you say a blue milkshake or a blue milkshake? Feels like it repetitive, but it feels like you need to say the milk twice.
Blue milkshake. No, you could just say a shake, because like you don't have to say a milkshake in front of shake every time. You don't have to call it a shamrock milkshake.
It's true.
That's true.
Onwards.
All right, let's go inside.
You guys enter.
At least hear what this is about.
There are a few younger denizens of Mystic are sort of like moving through the aisles. There's just tons of like candy containers. You do see that one wall is dedicated to like those sizzling gummy spheres, which like there's different flavors, but inside there's like zzz, you see like little electric pops. And then on against like towards the back there is a large like machine just making the neutron taffy. And such there's also a counter towards the back. There's a young woman standing behind the counter. She has an eye patch that is like kind of rainbow blur of. It kind of looks like the everlasting gobstopper, just of like a bunch of different colors all melted together. She's just kind of wearing like a waitressy, soda jerky type uniform. She's got like a little white paper hat on, and she's sort of back there, sort of glancing around. And you notice actually Dash is sitting at the counter near her. He's sipping a blue milkshake himself. He kind of looks back and sees you guys, but like makes no notice of you. But you both hear sort of like coming to the side, this very loud voice going, welcome to Nerby's Den of Truth Decay. And you both turn, and there is a massive Baragwin next to you. You can Google Baragwin, Baragwin. This is a Return of the Jedi classic. I'm pretty sure they're from Return of the Jedi. They're these huge kind of hulking.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So imagine one of those, but wearing like a light pink jacket, also with a little paper hat on its head.
Jacket.
Not a jacket, sorry, a uniform shirt. That's a great point. I shouldn't say the wrong thing. But yeah, it's just sort of there, like,
Hello. Welcome to Nermy's Den of Truth Decay. I'm Nermy. Is there any sweet thing you'd like to satisfy your sweet tooth, and maybe rot your teeth also?
What's
Okay, I've been like overlooking it's a den of tooth decay.
I didn't say anything about that.
That last part where you sound like you want my teeth.
No.
Why do you want my teeth to rot there?
I didn't.
and kind of like moving, and like the shelves are shaking behind Nermy.
I didn't say anything of the sort. But I would say that if I'm selling sugar, I should guarantee it would do the things it would do, like such as rot your teeth, right?
Oh, I understand. So it's about advertising the amount of sugar content.
I mean, I don't say it. It's just called Nermy's Den now.
Are you trying to do some Surgeon's General warning kind of thing?
What? No, I'm just saying that this candy has a lot of delicious sugar in it.
Grabs a piece of candy.
And if you put it on your teeth, it would rot them since it's not fake candy, it has sugar, and I just think that's important to know.
Can I grab whatever one he has?
Okay, sample. Yeah, that's fine.
I'll take a blue milkshake.
Oh, that's back at the counter. Tuck the patch.
Thanks, Nermy.
Enjoy.
I'm gonna go rot my teeth now for you.
Oh, this is not the name, but you will, because it's all sugar.
Nermy also thinks something is interesting about Torg. Just like,
I bet you could mix up taffy real good.
Torg says, Houdini.
As the series goes on, he will remain muscular, but will slowly develop a pot belly.
Yeah. So anyway, yes, but no further rules required. You get the sense that Nermy Nermy has some problems with the fact that it has been advised that Nermy feels that if the point of candy is that it's very sweet and made of sugar, that it rots the teeth, he feels like there should be a selling point, and apparently others have told him not to do that. But he really, he took his sign down, but he left it up just in case.
How was his teeth?
Good question.
It doesn't really look like they have teeth.
Whatever's in there doesn't look like it's Nermi definitely enjoys the wares of this place.
All right.
So, are you guys heading back to the counter?
Yeah, I'll sidle up and sit next to Dash and order a blue milkshake.
Patch goes, oh yeah, right away. Turns to Zazz.
Thanks, Patch.
And she looks
And then
at
I'll point. Can I point to Dash to put it on his tab?
Dash goes, that's fine, yeah, they're
I got
on my tab. And she goes, fair enough. She looks at the droid and pulls out a little you know, like those like applesauce pouches like that kids drink from. She pulls out one of those with motor oil and tosses it to Torg. He's like, routine. He's just imagining it's a Corona. So
a little
Patch.
like a little nut, a little bolt.
Yeah, bolt on the thing. She serves it in a bucket.
Oh man, that's his favorite.
Yeah. Routine. So, good
Ever
lord.
since he got that shirt.
So, as Patch kind of just leans in and glances around, you see she like switches a little button on the counter, and then she switches another. The first one, you guys hear like a little whirring noise. The second one, the windows light up and there's all these crazy like candies are like flying around as if it's a thing, and you hear Nermi going, "Oh yeah, turn on the signs, yeah." But she sort of leans forward and Patch says, "All right, a pilot was coming here with some sensitive information. Was intercepted over one of the bigger cities. Had a fight. They downed her X-wing. She's been captured. We've got to get her out. Who knows what they're doing to her in there? We've got to get her out of the garrison. And my usual crew, they're off doing other stuff. Dash vouches for you guys. So, welcome to the rebellion, I guess."
More of contractors.
Yeah, that's what they all say at first.
Underpaid contractors.
You didn't tell him we were paying him, did you? And Dash goes, I told him we're not. They're asking me for something much more valuable. Favors. She goes, thanks, Dash. Well, so, we gotta get her out of the garrison.
What do we know about the garrison?
I mean, we got scans and she hands you a little data card. She goes, I mean, that's the basic scans. We don't fully know what's in there. We know it's not staffed. It's not staffed great, but it's still an imperial facility, so it's got some pretty good fail safes. You guys have a slicer with you? Dash goes, no. I really wanted a slicer. I couldn't find a slicer today. Think you might be off world.
I could maybe try to gather some intel. I'm pretty good at kind of making my way around a place.
Sure.
Talking.
Whatever you're doing, we got to get her out. I don't go on ops. That just I'm always just here. So it's you guys. And Dash goes, it's us and one more. Yeah.
One. Always point to Torg.
Oh well, yeah. Torg's involved for sure, but no. Kyle's gonna join us as well.
God. Do you want our help? Or...
Listen, Kyle has rebel experience.
Well,
I don't. If this game takes place after the first Star Wars movie, Dash will reference the fact that there's rumors that Kyle's the one who stole the plans to the Death Star, because that is the plot of Dark Forces, even though then Rogue One said that was something else. But yeah. Anyway.
Huh.
Actually, regardless, he'll just say, no, Kyle's like, he's stolen some pretty sensitive Imperial plants. He's kind of just, I don't know, in love with or wants to become Haldir. I don't know what's going on. He's really fallen out of it, but like we can get him to participate in a thing like this.
Is Haldir okay with that?
Well,
I mean, Haldir's not gonna know. I'm gonna send him a bunch of pictures of himself, a bunch of hollows of himself. He'll be distracted for hours.
I suppose.
Haldir, look.
Like a calendar.
Oh, cool! It's a calendar of me! I'm so good looking!
Oh.
Hey, on this one, I'm more good looking!
So my initial thought here is that, I mean, I'll see what information I can gather, but we could probably just call Nolshe and see if, well, Nolshe may be preoccupied, but at least her droid would be available to us to just maybe make you up some Imperial uniforms. If we can figure out when a shift change happens. Zazz, you and I can't pull this off because we're not human, but Kyle and Dash could.
Dash goes, yeah, that's not a bad idea. Get that Nolshe and or that weird droid to make some uniforms. That's a great idea. All right. Kind of like going undercover. God, I hope that doesn't mean. I guess I gotta shave. Ugh. And Patch goes, oh, that's too bad. You always look so good with your stubble. And he's like, really? She's like, no. Damn. I just really fully ran head first into that one. I was dumb. All right, well. I wonder if maybe Kyle and I should just go do that, and you can do your recon.
Wait, how much do I know about Imperial stuff? I mean, I will have I've talked a fair amount to Zex.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just ask you the direct question. Do I know about the ISB?
I mean, that's a culture rule. That's just like a general,
okay.
It's a, it's that, it's like, that's the equivalent of do you know about do you know the CIA or the
right.
the
or the
OSS or whatever? Yeah. As
a 5.
As it happens,
77.
You know a fair bit about the ISB. You're God, you're so if you spent 2, you'd have a vital success. 2 luck would be a vital success. But with your extreme success that you have a pretty strong suspicion that given the size of this planet and the garrison and the rumors that Zex was telling you about the Imperial in control of this garrison,
mm-hmm.
the ISB probably does not have a permanent presence here. And you doubt there are any ISB operatives here.
Yeah,
unless this is a ludicrously important rebel or something, then maybe.
Yeah. It's more just I mean, I guess I should ask that of Patch. Is this just someone in your organization, or are they high up? Are they significant in rank or import?
Or rich?
She kind of gives Zazz a look and then kind of shoots Dash a look, but she sort of says to you, that's a need-to-know information bug. But do you want anyone to get tortured by the Imperials?
No, but I just want to kind of gather if they might be sending more than their standard interrogators to deal with her.
The sooner we get her out, the sooner we don't have to answer questions like that.
Okay, thanks, Patch.
Yeah. You can if you'd like to, you could do a if you'd like to, you could roll a what's it called, a psychology on her, but you certainly no roll required to doubt she's going to tell you anything.
Right. Well, Dash, the other reason I'm bringing that up is because having talked a bit with Zex and stuff, I know a bit about the ISB, just sort of a organization within the sort of the galactic army that sort of would outrank most rank and file officers. Most commanders even would have to sort of second guess, but that might call more attention than we want, since they kind of probably aren't out here on the outer rim of Mystic.
Dash is like,
I don't know that we can fake the credentials.
yeah, I don't know that we can fake the credentials. You're saying that Kyle and I go in as ISB officers?
I'm just sort of floating that idea out, but it might call up too many questions, and maybe we should just decide you're just get you some standard, like, lower level galactic, or just imperial uniforms.
It's an interesting plan.
But it's just a question of, do you think you look better in gray or white?
I mean, I look good no matter what. Well,
That's
that's
fair.
not true. Nah.
And certainly
According to
once we
her,
shave
I
the
don't look
beard
good
off.
with the thing.
Yeah.
Here's the problem.
I mean, it's the push-up bra for the male.
Yeah, really. Heavy lifting too. I don't know. I feel like I look weird when I'm shaved. Listen, guys, the point is, the ISB route is interesting because that could get us this person immediately. Kind of doesn't leave much for you two to do, but I mean, it's
Well,
safe,
I mean,
it's quick. But the problem is that raises more questions down the road. I don't know. You think we do that, or do we go in, set off some explosions, you two come in, we shoot who we have to, and get the person out? Zazz is nodding.
Explosions.
Two. Just
Yeah, I mean,
just up to the bottom.
I think
Two.
I think 2 is probably the better option. I think you're gonna raise red flags as ISB more so than we want.
If we had VGAF, I'd say let's go for it. But all right.
If we had VGAF, you could absolutely fake your credentials.
All right. Well, you two go scout the place. I'm gonna go talk to F-21 and get us some threads. But we should move, as soon as we can. He finishes off his blue milk. Gives Patch a nod, and then heads out.
All right. Did Zex give us any other stuff on this? Any other
Zex
intel on
did
this?
actually tell you, and perhaps you were not here this night, but I'll give you the sort of
I think I was, and I vaguely
just had vaguely remember.
what he
So
gave
basically,
us.
there is the Imperial in charge of this is a Major Senduk, a full-blooded Zabrak, whose horns are as polished as his boots. He's very he wears very kind of like crisp clothing. He's very cunning. He's very formidable. He wields a jabuka when he's in direct combat with people. But he's here for punishment, is what Zex was aware of. And he did tell you guys this. So basically, he has a he kind of has like the worst people who can still qualify to be stormtroopers as his team. So this is not the best garrison, and he is, he's in charge here. And it's like he made some mistake. He pissed someone off.
But he sounds like he's really gung-ho Imperial.
From what Zex told you, that does seem like a pretty... Actually, I'll say that that seems like a logical conclusion. Zex did not speak to his... to the degree to which he's like a hardliner or whatever. He certainly is very, he had a very good career. He was very,
So what do you think, Bug? You want to smash our way in?
I think we case the place. And then, I guess the best option is they go in undisguised, find her, blow a hole in the place to signal us. Oh my god, I just remembered you have a goddamn rocket launcher.
Utini. And you see Torek starts pointing out of the street at various land speeders. Utini.
Well, actually, I was gonna offer that as a.
You don't drive,
I
Torg.
can.
No, you drive, Bug. Torg doesn't drive.
Utini?
He goes too fast. It's a little too
Utini.
furious out there.
Utini. Utini.
Yeah,
Finishes his oil Rona.
So I'm thinking I'll see what I can find on the streets. If you want to secure your explosives, then we can kind of case the place. We can also find a fast speeder. That way, while you and Torg are holding down cover fire, I can just try to get us out of there as fast as we can.
All right.
Actually, Zazz, you might love this, because we don't want this to come back to us. You should probably steal a speeder so that it isn't when they track it down, it's not registering to us.
Zazz was already walking out towards the speeder. Get a speeder.
Yeah. All right. Well, in that case,
Basically, Philip, this is my rare chance in this game to use my gather information. Unless you're gonna tell me it's not.
No, it definitely is. All right, so you got go ahead.
So I have a couple things I'm searching for information. Primarily, I'm looking for any information about shift changes, how many, what's the personnel like in there, right? Sub thing as a possible backup option for infiltration is finding out if our commandant is a history fan, as far as the
okay,
as far as the
getcha.
roots of the imperial go.
I get you.
I think,
Okay. Here's what we'll
that's general I'm trying to see.
It's a lot of different sort of things.
Again, the primary focus is the
It's just where
personnel
Sure,
within
sure.
there and their go and come.
Go ahead. We'll wipe to you guys outside. Bug, go ahead and do your gather information. You spend any force on this?
Yeah, I'm gonna spend a force point to have a
Bonus. Like it.
a bonus.
And Zazz. You do see a speeder elsewhere. One that you think could probably fit everyone, which is important in this context. Bug, what did we roll? He's about to spend 40 luck, don't worry.
I'm first. Let me spend a force point to reroll this.
Okay.
It's good. I just want to see if I can get it a little better. Oh, so much worse. So much worse. I'll leave it. I'll leave it as a hard success.
Hard success. Okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't take you too long, Bug, to have a pretty clear sense that at present there is a storm troop or surge, where there's a ton of stormtroopers. The whole garrison is on watch. They are patrolling around the place, but there's so many of them. It is very regular intervals. It's like they're doing sweeps. There's a couple looking up. You do believe that there is one area that is perhaps a little better for to try to blow something up and try to get out through.
Okay.
That would be on the far rear of the building, beyond where there's there's two doors, and there's a door in the back. If you go around that, there's kind of a protruding section probably where the power plant for the area is. It's probably where like they get their power generator. That is the longest time that nobody is there on patrol, since they're kind of like sort of like more just like watching in other places. Since it's probably like very thick walls, and they're just kind of like, you know, it's not a convenient place to enter or exit through. And based on the plans that you have from Patch, it is definitely that's going to be their least defended point, because like getting through that power plant would add wrinkles to everything. So yeah.
Okay.
So that is definitely a thing. Otherwise, timing avoiding stormtroopers on a thing would be somewhat difficult, but you could certainly do it. But it's not going to be a super long run for them to all get to where there's an explosion.
Okay.
Yeah. Zazz.
Mm-hmm.
You spot a V-35 Courier Soro
Ooh.
Soup land speeder. This is an older model, but
It checks out.
and it's big enough to sort of fit a lot of people. And these also, this is like, what is it? This is like the Kia Sorrento, in that it's very easy to break into them. Wasn't it the Kias that all the Kias were getting broken into? Wasn't that the?
Oh yeah.
Was it?
There was like a
forgetting the brand. Yeah.
I think that's right. I think there was like a very exploitable flaw
Just
in
like
the
you
locking
just, yeah,
mechanism.
Like buy like a RIF or whatever, RFI, like you buy one of those online, and just you can unlock any of them. So you've got this as you strongly suspect you could pretty easily hotwire that, steal that.
Let's do it.
All right. Go ahead and you and Tor go over there. I guess go ahead and make your roll to do that, Zazz.
Do I need to like sneak up, or can I just walk up and?
I guess you should sneak, since you are a Jawa, and a lot of people have bad preconceived notions about Jawas that you are playing into right now.
What do you mean?
That's fair.
Jawas are not.
Sure.
I can just imagine Zazz in an art, like being accosted at one point and just playing like a race card situation where it's like, oh, just because I'm a Jawa, I'm stealing stuff, as he's still trying to swipe it off the table and tuck it into his jacket.
What, just because I'm a Jawa, I'm gonna steal things from you? The actual nerve of what you guys are talking about, I can't even... Yeah. What do we got, Zazz, on the sneak portion?
I rolled a 96.
What is your sneak score?
76.
All right, so it's not a fumble, so you can go again.
All right. 55.
Okay, so that's a success. I will say, you're able to kind of like you like walk right into someone, and there's a second where like it's going to be like confusing, but then Torque says Utini as he's like looking at himself in a mirror, and that person's like, what the fuck? And so they just forget about you. So, and then you're able to sneak more successfully. You make it to V-35, the courier. Go ahead and do. So part of what makes this easier is you don't even have to do a slice roll for this. This is just going to be a fine motor skills.
Alrighty.
Yeah, and since you're
The old coat hanger.
A 10.
A 10. What is that for you? Is that that's an
Hard.
extreme?
Extreme. Yeah.
All right. So Zazz, you pretty easily just break into this if you and Tor can get in. And Zazz, I guess give me a land speeder roll just to get it, to get it to the neighborhood with the garrison.
Usually we're just stripping these, but
Oh, yeah, I know you just have to drive them. Yeah.
86.
That sounds bad.
So basically, and there's somebody in the speeder in front of you. They get out. And she's like, hey, what's the big idea? And because it's an 86 and a failure, you have wedged your, you can't just pull back. She's like, coming out, she's like, hey, you hit my speeder. What the hell? Wait a second. Is this even your speeder?
What are you, just gonna start yelling at her in Jawaese. And then
No, I am not that way. Excuse me. I have a lot of friends who are Jawas, actually.
that's what they all say.
Whatever. I just...
Can I meanwhile, like, motion to Torg to, like, can he separate them?
Torg can get out. And she's just like, what is going on here? And Torg is now, pushing your speeder back a little bit. Utini.
See, we'll have you fixed up.
Torg pauses and goes, Utini?
Just get us.
And Torg you're gesturing, but Torg's like, okay, so Torg goes to her speeder, and Torg starts punching her speeder to knock the dents out. Now, Torg is like a service droid. Torg is like a labor droid. So, Zazz, this is a pretty important one for you. You're gonna need better than normal luck for Torg's strikes to improve her speeder and to get things back. So you'll need a hard luck, make a luck roll. If you'd like to put anything on top of this, you can first.
I guess I will. I'll add a bonus. A 3.
Well, as it happens, you were just like, get back, but Torg's like, okay. She's like, hey, what are you doing? And then Torg starts like, and she's like, oh, whoa. And then Torg, starts buffing. And it's like he's basically just saying Utini in a way that means like gym tan laundry, where it's just like this is just, it's like he starts and then he starts buffing her entire speeder. And she's kind of looking, she's like, get the lights too. Utini. So yeah, Torg cleans up her speeder for her.
You were saying?
But you say that in basic, or you say that in Jawa?
I can't speak basic.
Okay,
I can only
so
say
you just said,
Jawa.
she's just like, she's like, I don't know what you're saying. I have Jawa friends, but they've made the effort to learn. They've made the effort to learn to speak the language. Okay? Listen. My name is Corinne, okay? K''REN. And I have a meeting with the manager, okay?
Can I go up to her bike to act like I'm fixing one more thing and kind of like sabotage it to break in a little bit instead?
Yeah, I guess you can. That feels certainly within your ability. Make a, you can make a, this would be a repair roll. You are not since you are not like a speeder expert, you don't get any of your bonuses, but yeah.
53.
That is a success
Just
for you.
Regular, yeah.
So you don't do something that's going to be catastrophic. Like, all you really wind up doing is just like you like loosen a you loosen whatever like tail light like cables. So like whenever tail lights will go out, it's like you've done something, but it's not a huge thing. But maybe she'll get pulled over.
Yeah. There are cops everywhere right now.
That's right.
Maybe.
Okay, cool. But in that point, she's like, well, thank you for at least making the effort. Okay. Well, be more careful next time.
He'll just start cursing at her again in Jawa, but get back in this.
It is a beautiful language. I do like the language, okay? I do think, and she kind of just gets in and then...
Want to clip her on the way.
You're like... So Torg gets in and just Torg goes, Utini.
Yeah. It's a nice buff job, though.
Utini.
No, not you. You did a good job on the car. Or the speeder.
Utini. Torg just gets into the speeder.
You're just looking a little pudgy, actually.
Oot. Oh. Oot. Clank, clank, clank. Ooh. Oh, Uchini. And, like, you see Torg start to, like, pick up pieces of metal and sizing where he's like, the solution is to, like, get more mass. You know? The solution is to, like, bulk up more. Ah, poor Torg.
Poor Torg.
All right. So, Bug. You get a comm from Kyle. And he says, hey, we actually, that droid of Nolshe's is pretty quick for this kind of uniform
Yeah, I mean,
type thing.
she literally, I think, took herself out of a job by buying that droid, but
Yeah, I mean, not exactly. It sort of droid's weird. It can't design things. It can only mimic them.
oh, okay, that's fair.
In this case, it's all we need. But we're in uniform, and you can hear the shudder over the comm. We've shaved, so yeah. Are you you have an exit plan for us?
Yeah, I have but there's a considerable amount of stormtroopers here in comparison to where we normally are.
Gotcha.
They're
Well-
kind of normal patrolling, but in the rear, near sort of where the power generator is, that's going to be the most likely place to blow a hole and try to get out of there.
Oh, we gotta fight through the power generator, huh?
Zazz is acquiring vehicles and munitions right now to sort of aid with that.
Gotcha. Well, Zazz lost some munition. All right, here's what I think you should do. You guys blow it. Bug, you said you're good up close, right?
Up close, yeah.
You come in. Fight your way to us. We'll fight your way toward there. So you basically cleared the path behind us. Zazz holds things out with all the goddamn guns he has. I don't know you rip people's arms off. I know that's a Wookiee thing, but I bet you could if you had to.
I don't know about that. It's more about just sort of clawing them.
Oh god, that's...
Eviscerate.
All right, fair enough. Well, let's kill some stormtroopers then. All right. I will, I'm gonna signal you guys to blow the wall when we have the asset in hand.
Okay.
Then you come in, get to us, and Zazz will hold the fort. We all pile into a speeder and get the hell out of there.
Yeah, sounds good.
We'll get out of the city. Lebo can come pick us up.
Okay.
All right. Well, get in position. We'll give you the signal. He comes off.
And then I'll call up Zazz. Sounds like
I'll just start yelling at you about the woman who I hit.
Oh, okay. Her name was Corinne. Spell it again.
It's spelled like Corinne.
With no eyes.
No.
Kynnre.
I didn't pay attention to how she.
Look,
Did you hear what she said?
No, I know. I just want to track
I mean,
her
she
down
said
later.
that we're all thieves.
Well,
Us? Me?
like I don't want to look. I don't want to side with Corinne. That's not what I'm doing
Like-
here,
like-
Zazz. But you and I are literally thieves.
What do
That's-
you? I would never.
You and I have made a living by stealing things.
I'm a liberator.
Fair enough.
Of
But we'll find.
possessions.
We'll deal with her later. We'll find her later.
Oh, I got her good. Just wait.
No
try to signal.
disintegrations, Zazz. But it sounds like it's almost go time. Kyle and Dash are gonna try to make their way in. You're gonna love this. Our new bad plan is that from the area I've identified that is gonna be the weakest, you and I blow a hole and fight our way into them and help them get out.
All right.
Yeah, I figured you'd like that.
So,
And
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know if we have time. I don't know how quick you could. And I know that you and Torker have a mechanical expertise, but I I don't know if you could maybe speed up the speeder. I don't know how much time we have. I don't know how much of an undertaking that is.
I'm gonna say Zazz because that is not your area of expertise. Zazz is a mechanic in the let me make this gun shoot harder, or let me make this droid punch harder. Yeah, that you probably don't think that you can soup up this V35 since it seems like Dash and Kyle are like going now. They're entering. So we will iris to the two of you getting a message from Dash. Sort of saying, we're in.
Blow it up?
Was that the signal?
No, the signal is...
We didn't agree on a signal.
Stop. He said the signal is we have her. He's just let you know they've made it.
That's about to push the...
Speaking of which, though, so you guys have gone back there. Now, you periodically have to go there, but so Zazz, how do you want to blow the wall?
Can I build like a custom explosive thing?
You know what? I'm going to actually say that you can build that. So go ahead and roll a custom weapon build repair. Oh God in heaven. Yeah, you can basically you can just take
one of my rockets?
If you want to use one of your rockets, you could easily do this. Otherwise, actually too, roll it and I'll see roll it and we'll see if you have a rocket left or if you can build a thermal detonator from scraps like Tony Stark in a cave.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's Tony Stark.
In a cave from scraps. Listen, Peter Billingsley. No, not Peter Billingsley. What's the guy's name?
That's well, Jeff Bridges is Obadiah.
Yeah.
Oh, the scientist he's yelling at, you mean?
Yeah, Peter Billingsley. I'm right. That's the scientist.
I got a hard success.
Hard success. With a hard success.
I will use...
Okay.
Yeah. I will use 11 points of luck to make it an extreme.
I'm going to say that with an extreme, you are able to basically build a not full range thermal detonator, but it will get through that wall without having to expend one of your rockets. So you have all 4 of those for shooting.
Excellent.
Yeah. So, with that, Zazz has like a bomb and he's like ready to just either, or Torg will throw it, he's ready to throw and hit the thing, or maybe you've just like left it down at the ground. In fact, I'll tell you what. I'll roll this because it'll be yours are too high for this. I'm gonna roll a look roll for the stormtroopers on patrol to see if they notice your bomb. Okay. Cool. I roll a 56, so they certainly don't. You see them walk past and they're like, I don't know. Maybe we could go get seashells tomorrow on our day off. I don't like seashells. Sand is irritating. It's coarse, gets everywhere. Just a buzzkill. Cut the chatter, okay? Just continue on. They move on. Now, here's where things get Mission Impossible 3. You suddenly hear...
Wait, is the Zabrak gonna be like... Are we gonna find the Dash? He's like... The Zabrak's gonna be like, yeah, but doesn't care about Dash. The wife or girlfriend. I'm gonna find her.
Kill you.
I'm gonna hurt
her. Not quite that. It's more just you guys on patrol outside and then suddenly screaming over comms. And basically, you suddenly get this message from Dash. It's like, okay, we're trying to get out, but oh my god, damn it, he's got, Kyle, look out. And Kyle's like, oh god, did he stab me? And then you hear this voice just saying, you really thought that you could, even with this pathetic crew I have, I'm more than a match for the two. And he's like, just go, we're gonna try to get her out, go.
Wait, that wasn't the signal though, Zazz.
Was that it?
You know what? Like, I gotta say, yeah.
I thought they said we got her. They didn't say we got her.
I guess we're gonna call an audible on this, I think. I think
Hit
Kyle
it?
did just get stabbed.
Yeah.
I agree. Do you want to give it like 5 minutes?
Oh, it is.
Understood.
Oh man, that's...
So basically, you hit it, and suddenly this massive explosion goes. Now, I will just mention that the plan that had been proposed was that Bug, you will go in to clear their path. And Zazz, you would maybe stay here to take out all the stormtroopers who are going to converge on this explosion, like from the outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, here's how this is going to go down.
Not gonna be great.
I'm gonna need 2 rolls. So Bug, you're just going to do an unarmed combat. That's really what
That's my best option. I mean, I have an electro staff, but my unarmed combat is much better.
If you'd rather do electro staff, you can. You can technically stun people with that, but I would imagine you should do this. I think this is claws and tossing dudes and such. Yeah.
You want Tord to go with you?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so the Bash Bros. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Let's do this, Torque. We'll do like a bro grab.
Utini. Yeah.
Utini.
Okay, cool. So the 2 of you rush in. All right. So because of Torg's not inconsiderable presence in this melee situation and your own pretty serious thing, I'm going to give you. Okay, you are going to get 2 bonuses from Torg on your unarmed combat. You are going to receive 1 penalty from being outnumbered by stormtroopers, so you have a net 1 bonus. If you'd like to add any more, you can do so.
Sure. No, I think that's okay. I'll stick with the 1 bonus.
Okay. Zazz, you are about to be inundated with stormtroopers. Now, here's where something actually comes in an interesting way. And I'm actually not sure if I even specifically wrote this on your thing. I did. Okay, so Zazz, so check this out. Have I explained how power works in this game? What the power in the purple column is. So all power does for a combat roll, that's the purple column next to combat stuff. All power does, and but Bug, what is your? You know what? Your unarmed combat is normal, so that's 1. I take it back, Bug. You have 2 bonuses because the strength of your slashes counters 1 of the penalties.
Oh, okay.
Zazz.
Cool.
Yes.
You would have 3 penalties from how many stormtroopers you're about to go for you. So if you were just using a blaster that had maybe like a normal, power level, that would only cancel 1 of them. But since if you're going to use your rocket launcher, that has a very high power. So that even basically, the more powerful your weapon is, it's the less penalty you have when you're swarmed with enemies. That's kind of how it works.
Got it.
So at the present, even though so many stormtroopers are coming in, also your custom pistol's a high, and you could be doing both of those. I'm fine with that. Point is, go ahead and make your combat roll. You could roll both of them and take 1 additional penalty on them. Based on what your stats are, that's probably the best thing because you can just go hog wild. So would you make those rolls? Bug, how did you do on your unarmed combat? Or make the roll if you haven't yet.
Let's spend 1 force point to reroll.
Sure.
So, if I have a 2, I normally get 2 bonuses, and I have a high.
Yes.
And then, so I'm going to have 1 penalty.
You'd have 1 penalty, so you'd only have 1, and then
1 more penalty because I'm doing 2 things. So
exactly. So your custom pistol would be at 0. Basically, both of these would be at 0 because of how many people are coming at you. So you can then add extra points just to, if you wanted to add some, you wanted to give them both 1 bonus and keep 1 in reserve for, whatever.
Let's do that.
Perfect. Okay, so you'll roll both with you're rolling a 99 with a bonus and an 89 with a bonus, and you're just
going
with a 75. A 4 is where it becomes vital, right?
No, a 3. It has to be a 20th, so only if you have an 80.
Then I will spend 3 luck for it to become a vital.
Oh, a vital, you say?
Yeah.
Okay, so Bug, you get in and you and Torg begin running through this thing, and instantly you sort of realize why, like, this is, like, such an easy disposition. Like, there are so many pipes in your way, like, blocking this. So the vital success is in part that before the stormtroopers even get to, you guys are, like, ripping pipes out of the wall and just, like, throwing them ahead. But by the time, there's, like, basically, you and Torg, through claw and, like, you know, servos, like, literally, like, rip a hole through, like, you rip various, like, power pipes out of the way, so there's only, like, sparking, you know, arcing connections here as you guys run. You get there, a few stormtroopers come up. It's not even, like, you're just, like, picking guys up and throwing them at others, like, slashing through plastoid. It's not, like, you guys, the degree to which you and Torg are not even touched is preposterous. You only needed a normal success to fight your way through all these stormtroopers. So having exceeded it so hard is just, like, I mean, it's just...
Is it like Vader at the end of Rogue One?
Yeah, basically you and Torg together just, like, move through here, Vader at the end of Rogue One style, just, like, throwing guys up, like, picking up a stormtrooper and throwing into another one, and, like, slashing a stormtrooper helmet that, like, shatters into pieces, whatever. Zazz, how are you doing?
I got a 2 on the pistol.
Okay. That's
and
vital.
then I got a 29 on the rocket, and then I'm using 12 luck points to make it an extreme because
Yeah, you are.
Okay, so
burning
basically,
that luck.
So basically,
what's there for?
So Bug, in the distance, you're just, like, in this, like, kind of, like, hunted, probably, like, climbing along the walls, even, you know, just, like, you climb up the wall as Torque's, like, picking up a guy, like, Udini, you know, and you, like, drop down on one and throw. So basically, you guys have, like, fought your way through. At this point, once you get to, like, this further thing, you sort of, like, open up a door into a hall, and you hear some, like, blaster fire, and you see, like Dash is, like, firing, like, wildly behind him as he's running, and you see, like, a very, like, injured Kyle who's also, like, shooting backwards, and they are, like, they're holding, there's a rebel pilot in a helmet and a, you know, orange pilot suit with, like, a satchel, who's trying to help Kyle. And she's just like, is the droid and the Yuzum our cavalry? And Dash is like, I hope so, otherwise this day got really crazy fast. Bug. So yeah.
Okay. This way. And I'll just point through the hole that Torg and I have clawed in through.
She gets up and goes,
the Hall of Mayhem.
I'll say, just run towards the sound of the explosions and the stormtrooper screams.
And sure enough, you do hear from outside just, like, rocket like, whatever, like, wait, guys, wait, time, like, I swear, shoot, my blaster's broken. Like, this blaster's, like, this is cheap. This is so cheap. I can't, oh man, no, it's like sticky, you know, etc. I can't. I think my headset's, like, messed up, you guys. I can barely see anything. I'm telling you, it doesn't fit. Yeah. So as you guys are rushing out, she's helping, you know, Kyle limp out, and Kyle's just like, I got stabbed. I shot him, but he had armor, and I thought I used to be better at this. And she's like, no, you did great. It's okay. And so she's rushing out with you. And Dash sees you and a Torg Bug as he's running. And he's just like, he just kind of turns back and goes, go, 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 go. And then, like, around the corner, you see a spinning 4 barrels of an E-Web repeater on a hover platform beginning to go. Dash goes, go, 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 go. And
Torg, we gotta go.
Torg, Utini, and Uti, like, Torg kind of starts going after Kyle. The thing Dash is, like, firing as he's running. He's like, ah! Bug, do you wait for Dash or do you just run?
No, I was gonna bring up the rear.
Okay, if you bring up the rear, Dash is like, yeah. He's kind of like, he's like, go, go, go. As you pass, what you see moving ahead is a. Now, all right, that's fine. You notice, kind of like pushing this is wearing a torn up with like a couple of blaster things in holes is this Zabrak in a uniform pushing this E-Web repeating blaster just down the hall. And he locks eyes with you. Prepares to push the trigger, and he pushes the trigger, but you can jump out of the way if you want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to dodge out of that.
Cool. No roll is required as it's still sort of spinning up. What has happened though is he has seen you.
Yeah.
He's like, So as soon as you go, just the wall behind you is just exploding into fire. Zazz, despite the mayhem you're producing, you hear a sound behind you where you're like, oh man, I want one of those. Like that's like as cool as this is. Oh, that sounds awesome.
Can I calm Bug?
Sure.
Do we have? Hey, can you grab that?
Grab what?
Whatever that thing.
I am running from an E-Web blaster right now.
And as soon as
that.
And like as you're sort of saying that, you're kind of hearing.
Don't worry,
now,
I'm bringing it to you, Zazz.
They're all now rushing out and like kind of like clambering over to this ship.
Yeah, I mean, my plan is to just hop in the driver's seat and just floor it.
Okay. Kyle's just, Kyle's like, ooh, ow, tender. The rebel pilot's getting it, Dash is like up on the thing. He's like, I think he's like, yeah, you got them all. There was one stormtrooper. He was sitting against the wall. He was dead, but I thought he was up. But yeah, you got them all. Zazz, way to go. And as everyone has now piled in, Torg jumps on and the whole thing, at the back, like, and he's like, Utini, which is Torg for hit the Nas. Go ahead, Zazz.
Is the repeater coming out?
You are a good... Bug is a decent distance ahead of it. It's probably like 30 meters ahead of it. 20 meters is a long hallway they were coming down.
Can I fire one more rocket to try to collapse?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Make a rocket shot. No penalties.
A 1.
A 1.
Oh my god.
Zazz, with just like perfect precision, because a part of the rocket is that it goes. We do the Robin Hood Prince of Thieves shot along with the rocket as it just like arcs in through the thing, like goes right up to like a ceiling strut and like hits it like from the top, so the whole thing just... And Bug, would you please make a land speeder roll to just race away?
Let's just go ahead and throw a bonus on there to start. Actually, let's see how we do. Let's see how we do.
It doesn't handle too well, so you gotta be careful.
I take it back. Let's just see how we do. And then we'll start pouring stuff on if we need to.
Okay.
It's gotta be something wrong with the
That's right.
Space flash.
Regular success. I think it's all right.
Regular success?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Do you want...
Actually, no. We got tons of stuff. I'm gonna.
There's your concern is TIE fighters. If TIE fighters notice you want to kind of be.
Right. Yeah. All right. Since we're rerolling, we'll spend an extra one to get a bonus.
Sounds good.
We'll spend 2 force points of that. And 9 luck to make a hard success.
With a hard success. You do, however, race out, and you actually hear some TIE fighters up ahead, like moving to the area. But you guys slip through Mystic and are just racing across the dunes in the night. In that sort of very I don't know. It's a very just kind of like 80s, boom, 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 no, is your from the back seat, Kyle's like, oh my god, I really I don't know why I just ran at that guy. And Dash goes, yeah, that was weird. I don't know why you did that either, Kyle. Kyle, I gotta tell you, buddy, you were kind of a liability back there. I really was. Oh my god. I don't know. I kind of just panicked, and I thought, I don't know. I figured if I just shoved him, Yeah, he had a really big sword. It had two. Yeah, it was both sides. Did you see it was both? I did. I'm glad he didn't get you with both. You're like, yeah, you got both. And the Royal Pilot's like, that's okay, you. Thank you, all of you. Dash comms Lebo. Yeah.
Can I, hearing Kyle's whining,
Yeah.
and I'll make another roll if this is necessary. Can I just try to hit a bunch of potholes on the way?
God, it's so mean. It's a hover vehicle, so no, you can't. You're just it's like you pass right over a thing, and now you're on sand dunes. It's a
smooth ride you got here.
Smooth ride.
Bug. I guess I must have fixed it good.
Yeah.
I mean, when I tried to drive it, it didn't. Something was wrong, but.
Well, you're more for flying, not for driving.
Yeah. So how was it in there? Was it
Oh.
as much fun as it was out here?
Yeah, I mean, Torg and I just literally ripped a hole through a garrison of wall and then a garrison.
Torg just starts like rubbing your shoulders and saying "Utini" in a way that clearly just means family.
Did his shirt survive?
No, he looks down. Utini. He's like ripping off the shreds. Utini. Dash is like, all right, well, that wasn't too bad. Sorry about the delay there. And the pilot, she's just like, no, that was very timely. They hadn't even started with the heavier torture drugs yet. It was great. It's like, cool. And you have everything that she goes, yeah, she gotta pass that satchel. I have it. All right, well, I'm gonna get you off world. Right about here. And in fact, you guys are pulling up. We'll do some forced perspective here as you guys are pulling up on a dune. And then from above. Yep. As Lebo has brought the ship.
Are they landing, or is Lebo doing like a magnetic pickup of the speeder and just lifting us off?
Oh, I don't.
I'm just trying to understand what you just did.
I'm saying this was further away, and this is it's
and then just landed. Got it.
Landing in front of you, but since it's bigger, you can see
Yeah.
LGI. Okay. So as you guys land, and Lebo lands the ship, and Dash goes, all right, great. Well, you guys should probably dish this speeder. I don't know. Kyle and I will just regrow facial hair, and they'll never recognize us. Bug did the. I think. I'm pretty sure the Zabrak is the only surviving Imperial on in that base right now.
Yeah. You definitely locked eyes, so you got a good look at me.
Well, that's not great.
It's cool though, right? Because there's so many Yuzums here. Yeah, it's not going to be a problem that the one
I've never seen it.
vengeful being punished on this outer rim planet Zabrak.
Maybe he'll think you're a Wookiee.
I don't think so. I'd be the smallest Wookiee you've ever seen.
Yeah, you would. Kyle's like, I want to go back to Haltiers. I just want to feel the music more. That's who I am now. She's like, I know, buddy. I know. You guys hop out of the thing. Dash says, I mean, you guys can. I'm gonna head off world. I'm gonna take our pilot here. You guys might want to get back to town and I don't know, put in appearances elsewhere. Have alibis, that kind of thing.
Nobody notices me.
That's fair.
Except for that Corinne. Man, did you hear about her, Dash?
No, I've been a little. Is she an Imperial?
Worse.
Yes.
Okay. Based on how you both said something different, I'm gonna assume she was not. Because the pilot's like, huh? And he's like, all right, well, I'm gonna get you off world. Thanks, guys. And the pilot sort of turns to both of you, and she's sort of is adjusting her helmet. Thank you both. She shakes your hands. The rebellion appreciates it.
Ask her what she was doing here.
Yeah, that's a good question. Why'd you come here?
Oh well,
Such a backwater place.
I was supposed to be meeting someone here, but I think it was a setup. Not imperial, though. But they knew I was coming. Something's wrong. The rebel activity on this planet, I just don't know. But, don't worry about it. It's not information you need to have.
That makes me think it's some information that we want.
Well, you might want it, but she kind of like pauses and goes, just because it seems like you should know, it doesn't mean you're supposed to know. It doesn't mean you have to know everything. I've told you enough, which is that a deal went wrong and you rescued me, so I appreciate that.
Don't you forget it.
Well,
You owe us one.
I mean, they're not part of the rebellion, are they? Dash goes, sorry, I had to make do with who I had. And she goes, all right, well,
What's your name?
I'm Amelin.
Amelin.
Yeah. You see, she kind of takes off her helmet at this point. She has this, like, kind of, sort of, like, striking pink hair. All right, well, anyway, all right, Flyboy, let's get me off this rock, I guess. This is a disaster. And he goes, yeah, that's fine. I'll get you where you're going. Guys, stay cool and make sure you get Kyle some help before he, bleeds out.
I thought you were taking Kyle.
I was like, no, I'm going back to Haldir. I made a mistake. Fighting. I'm now a dancer, not a fighter.
Just don't bleed on the seats.
Why? Didn't you steal this? Isn't this nothing?
Well, it's not nothing. There's a bunch of parts in there.
Oh. Well, wait. But it's the seats you don't care about. Where are you?
So,
I assume you're
Just-
wearing your helmet so he can understand you at this point.
yeah.
So basically, so kind of Amelin and Dash get on, and she's kind of just saying, like, everyone just acts like I should just tell them all the plans. Like, I'm in command here. Like, I don't have to tell everyone what's going on. He's like, yeah, but like, I mean, come on. Like, a guy like me, I'm just gonna go off and do whatever I want, right? She's like, well, maybe that's not the best. I don't know. He's like, but maybe if you just told us the plan, you would prevent, like, people from running off, Like, just because you deserve to know the plan, you don't owe it to us. It just might make more sense for you to tell us what's going on. She's like, I get what you're saying, but I just feel like, I don't know, just flyboys like you, I just don't think I need to tell them things.
Are they still within, like... Are they
Earshot?
having this conversation on the ship?
Yeah.
No, they're having the conversation as they're, like, walking up the thing.
Also, maybe next time don't take an X-wing.
Well,
Also, Dash, you're coming off real misogynistic. I just want to tell you that right now.
I'm not even saying she's wrong. I'm saying she has every right not to tell people. I'm just saying it would work out for everyone better if she didn't.
Yeah, I don't know,
If she
man.
just shared the info. Like, I feel like sometimes people might, like, take aggressive measures because they don't know what's going on. She's like, well, I'm not, whatever. Listen, this is how this rebellion's going, and I get it. This is, like, the attitude of this rebellion. But if there were ever to be, like, another rebellion, I just think maybe we would try a different top-down approach. That's all I'm saying. It's like, whatever, Amelin. I don't care. They go on.
There was another rebellion. Wouldn't that be rebelling against you?
She kind of goes and says, I don't have to explain myself to you.
Well, I mean, Zazz, there's only two options. It's either that the rebellion works and they are in power and then someone's rebelling against them, or their movement gets crushed. horribly.
Bacta! Please, Bacta! Just some.
Back to where? Back to Haldir's?
No, well, yes. Actually, yes, he has Bacta. He uses it for something else. Just please.
We're having a conversation here.
Oh,
Please.
God, the pain. Torg pats him on the shoulder. What do you need? And amidst that, as the forced perspective,
Just
with Amelin arguing with someone about whether or not she owes him explanations for things.
bugging Zazz.
So
Pontific.
do we
That's where we'll.
do we dump this building? Do we dump this thing here in the desert? Are we bringing this back?
I think we should take it back and scrap it. I know a spot.
On that note, that's where we'll end tonight's game. So way to go. You rescued Holdo. Well done.
Yeah.
But she didn't want to tell you her plans.
That's all right.
I don't know. I mean, it is. I honestly, here's one where I sort of see. I think both sides are correct. I think that she's right that no one is entitled to her plans, but occasionally it might. Like, she didn't need to tell you guys anything. I'm fine with that. But there are times where she should maybe tell Dash what's going on. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Dash's, Hans maybe, a Lando here, a Poe there, maybe. I don't know.
I know. Just basically, I would say that, like, if the person that is asking what the plan is hasn't just dramatically fucked up the previous plan, they maybe just should be told the plan.
But he's so scruffy. He's so charming. I don't get it.
There is nothing scruffy about Poe Dameron.
He's got a little stubble, right?
Yeah, but he's got his pashmina scarf that he's wrapped.
He's literally wearing a scarf. Oh my god.
Like,
I'm an Aries, guys. Oh my god. Well, thank you all for watching. Well done, Zazz and Bug.
Yeah.
I decided to not turn down the combat level of this. I decided to keep it what it was.
Yeah, it was fun.
Be. But you guys certainly.
no one will ever believe us.
No,
that this is
no one will ever believe that you and Torg ripped a bunch of pipes for E to clear a path and escaped an E-web blaster and killed all the stormtroopers in a modestly fortified garrison. But yeah, that is what you did.
Heavily fortified.
That being said, I do wonder what will happen now
Yeah.
that Imperial garrison has been so destroyed.
I'm gonna need to talk to Null Shay about some garment alterations, and just bank on racism of all Yuzums looking the same.
There's no other Yasms. So
Right, but I can just claim to be someone else if I just have a different outfit.
I'm Gub.
oh my god.
He doesn't know my name.
Guys, that is the game. Thank you so much. That was I appreciate you guys being here on a Sunday. I was mentioning to them, just because, like, life and plans get in the way. Like, earlier this week, I was like, oh no, we have too many people for Sunday. But then, people busy, stuff's going on, it's fine. Now we have this, but still a small...
I feel like Zazz and Bug are a good duo.
Good team.
Just like Bug accepts exactly what Zazz is gonna do.
Yeah.
And just proceeds as how is that part of the
Zazz
plan?
gonna steal. Zazz will steal and explode. So let's back up.
Let's make
from
that
there.
part of the plan.
Let's start with the end thing is that there has been explosions. So let's work on that.
Every good plan has some stealing and some exploding.
That's probably the case. So that was super fun. Thank you for watching. Please follow the channel, subscribe if you're able, etc., etc. We also have some other fun shows on this channel. On Monday nights, that's tomorrow, we have Lost Lore Academia. Will we unlock Haldir's Saloon with one more day?
Probably.
I think they probably will. So now Haldir in Lost Lore Academia can dance around his saloon, and we'll have those sweet, dulcet,
Get to do it again.
tones coming in. On Tuesday, we do not have a Grain in the Dark this week, but on Wednesday, we have a special Top Flight event. I have yet to sort of explain what that is, because I'm still deciding. I haven't decided the issue name of that. I don't know if it is a Top Flight West thing, if it is the new series, or if it is like a special thing that is neither of those that just has a different name. So,
But suffice to say, it will be like Top Flight, the home show, the mothership, whatever, handing off to the new show, right? Like that's
yes, while
that's
also,
how we're going.
Well, yes and no. It is. We are starting a new plot that will be explored in both of those shows together.
Right. It's
So yeah,
right.
so
But
it is
yeah.
So we'll see. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. So check that out on Wednesday. For some Top Flight shenanigans. It's it's like a handoff, like a starting point. Let's phrase it like that. Probably a decent jumping on point too, because this is some stuff that it's not like it's about all the lore, but I don't think you don't necessarily need to know all the lore ahead,
Well, and it's comic books, right? We're starting a new arc, so generally speaking, that's always an easy onboarding arc.
There'll be a lot of little like thought bubbles where it's like when this happened, and there'll be an editor's note what it's referencing. And then on Friday we got Blood from a Stone, where a certain soldier of fortune showed up with a certain rabbit, and is kicking things off in a different direction. So we'll see what goes on there. And then,
No, go ahead. Finish. Go ahead.
And then just 1 week from tonight, we are here, not with Mystic Starport, with our Dragon game, to see what they do or do not take from a horde. But then 2 weeks from tonight, we're back with more Mystic Starport. So yeah, check out all that fun. And yeah, what were you going to say, Pierce?
Oh, I was going to say, now there are two options. So there's two things that happen at detention. It is they watch you build Legos and then watch you do solo scenes of the Soldier of Fortune ruining things.
That's good. That's a fun one. I did. That was the only fully solo session I did where it was just me. Was just the Soldier of Fortune fighting Carla. It was delightful. So thank you all. Oh yeah, Sophia does not care.
Yeah, because Sophia, you should not enjoy detention.
But Sophia does not like the Soldier of Fortune.
I know.
Is I would say is somewhat unique in that, because I think that Soldier of Fortune solo session won a lot of people over to him. I think the grit of that, I think that shifted some perceptions of him. Mm-hmm. In any case, thanks for watching. This was super fun. Yeah, I don't know. You guys want to Manzuka Star Warsy things? Go for it if you'd like to. Mine is just Legos. Also, you can Manzuka's other things. It doesn't have to be Star Wars, but I'm throwing that out there.
I'm trying to download Fallen Order, but it's going at 1 megabyte per second. So
the new one?
Good.
Yeah,
the 157 gig game.
So I'll be able to play it by I don't know,
Christmas.
Yeah.
In 2027.
Yeah, I'll let you know how it is.
I watched it already. It looked really fun.
Oh.
I watched KJ play the whole thing.
Are you gonna embark?
What do you mean?
And on yourself, your own adventure.
I don't own a system that can do it.
No, I don't really have anything.
Fair enough.
You know what? Maybe I'll say this because if I announce it, maybe I'll actually follow through and do it.
Yeah.
But I'm considering this Sunday will be this coming Sunday in the morning. I will return to streaming, where all I do is sit here and read Animorph books. So if you would like to join me for Animorphs 9, The Secret, which is where we left off.
Wait. In the mode of the Legos description, Pierce.
Yeah.
In your stream of reading Animorphs, I want it to be that on stream you read Animorphs, that there is an implicit word that follows that by describing that you're doing it on stream, and I want that to actually not be the case. Because the word we're all assuming, and the word that was the case, is the word allowed.
Oh.
But I'm saying, you sit on stream
just sit
reading
here
a
like
book.
this.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Please do that.
Now that's a stream.
That's
a
a pretty
stream
good
worth-
bit.
You should
That's
do
some
that for
prime time.
you should do that for a mystery novel, so the mystery is what you're saying.
That is such an Eddie Izzard bit.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah. Well, on that note, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you all soon. Until next time, the Force will be with you. Always. Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. But imagine it's covered in mud. I was supposed to be Yoda, so it's 3 fingers. Okay. Bye-bye.